Rory had always been an animal lover, but growing up with two very mean parents made it challenging for him to have a pet. His mother claimed she had allergies, but the specific allergies seemed to change every time Rory expressed a desire for a particular type of animal. If he wanted a cat, suddenly she was allergic to cats. If he suggested a fish, she developed a sudden allergy to fishes. Even a trip to the zoo was out of the question due to her alleged allergy to crowds. On the other hand, Rory's dad didn't have any allergies, but he simply despised animals. Ironically, he had a love for eating meat, and when Rory once expressed a desire for a cat, his dad callously remarked, "Cat? I haven't eaten cat before. We can get it nice and fat and then eat it." This heartless response crushed Rory's dreams, and he stopped asking for a pet. After Rory finished university, he decided to move to a small town where he could have more space. This town was unique, with both dog parks and an unusual feature, a cat park. Excited about the idea of a cat park, Rory contemplated the perfect pet for him. He visited the dog park and the cat park regularly, talking to people and interacting with their animals, despite warnings from others about the challenges of caring for cats and dogs. Rory eventually decided to adopt a big dog named Buck. Buck was an Alaskan Malamute, a magnificent gray dog bursting with energy. Rory loved these dogs for their social nature and playful demeanor. Together, Rory and Buck enjoyed walks, played games, and formed a strong bond. However, there was a downside: Buck shed a lot of hair, covering the house in a furry layer. When Rory attempted to clean up, he found himself sneezing uncontrollably. Concerned, he consulted a doctor, who delivered an unexpected diagnosis: Rory was allergic to dog hair. This revelation left Rory in disbelief, grappling with the irony of his situation. Discovering he was allergic to dog hair, Rory's hope of having a pet was shattered. Despite the initial belief that his condition might improve, Rory's allergies only worsened over time. Sneezing incessantly, he found himself unable to play with Buck, the Alaskan Malamute he had so joyfully adopted. Eventually, Rory made the difficult decision to give Buck to a family on his street, one without allergies and with ample time to spend with the energetic dog. Tearfully bidding farewell to Buck, Rory's nights were filled with sorrow. In search of a pet that wouldn't trigger his allergies, Rory decided to try a cat after confirming he wasn't allergic to them through an allergy test. Opting for a SPH1X cat, a breed known for its lack of fur, Rory named his new feline companion Alan. Initially, Rory and Alan enjoyed a playful companionship, participating in various activities like visits to the cat park. Despite minor challenges, such as occasional accidents during Alan's learning phase, Rory had no allergy-related issues. However, Alan's social and mischievous nature brought a different set of challenges. Alan attempted to snatch food while Rory cooked, scratched books, and even hopped into the bath with Rory, only to express his displeasure with water. When not engaged in play, Alan displayed a mean streak, scratching Rory's legs and hissing. One morning, Rory woke up to a peculiar and unsettling sight: the bed covered in dead birds. A bizarre gift from Alan. Reaching his limit, Rory decided it was time for Alan to find a new home. He located an elderly woman living alone and entrusted Alan to her care, hoping for a more suitable and understanding companion for the quirky cat. Devoted to his quest for a pet that wouldn't trigger allergies, Rory's next choice was guinea pigs. Drawn to their charming appearance and reputation for being easy to care for, Rory reminisced about his friends from school who had enjoyed the company of these sociable rodents. He decided to get 2 guinea pigs, inspired by their social nature. Naming them Black Beauty and Babe, Rory anticipated a companionship that matched the close bond of the sisters. However, Babe turned out to be a challenging addition to Rory's pet family. Despite being sisters, Babe's behavior exceeded the difficulties Rory faced with both Buck and Aslan. During feeding time, Babe would greedily consume all the food before Black Beauty could partake. Attempts to play with one guinea pig would lead to the other engaging in destructive behavior, whether it was biting, squeaking, or chewing on their little wooden house. Rory found himself navigating the challenges, ensuring he wore gloves to minimize the pain inflicted by Babe's bites and scratches. While managing the difficulties, Rory genuinely loved Black Beauty. Recognizing that guinea pigs have a limited lifespan, Rory assured Black Beauty that when Babe eventually passed away, he would find her a new, more amicable sister. However, that fateful day didn't arrive as expected. One morning, Rory discovered his gloves were wet, realizing Babe had managed to pee in them. Perplexed by how Babe could have accomplished this. Given their secured sleeping quarters, Rory accepted the unpredictability of Babe's actions, choosing not to dwell on understanding her peculiar behavior. Despite the challenges, Rory continued caring for Black Beauty and Babe, navigating the ups and downs of their unique companionship. In the aftermath of the shocking and gruesome discovery in the little wooden house, Rory stood frozen, absorbing the macabre scene. The house, once painted red, now bore the telltale signs of Babe's grisly feast, Black Beauty's lifeless body consumed in a horrific manner. Blood stained everything, from the door to their house to the food bowl, leaving Rory in a state of nauseating disbelief. The realization struck that Babe, despite having the opportunity to escape, deliberately stayed to orchestrate this gruesome display, leaving Rory to bear witness to the horrors she was capable of. Summoning the strength to confront the unimaginable, Rory took a deep breath and reached for his phone. With a trembling hand, he called the police, seeking intervention in the wake of the nightmarish event that had unfolded in his small abode. 5 years later, Rory had reinvented his life. Embracing a new career, he excelled in a seemingly ordinary butcher shop that consistently earned accolades. The sign proudly proclaimed, "Rory the Butcher," accompanied by a seemingly cheerful illustration of Rory holding a large knife, with a less enthusiastic pig beneath. Despite the veneer of normalcy, whispers circulated about Rory's uncanny ability with animals. The tales suggested a peculiar side to Rory's interactions, where he claimed to be selling a new kind of meat. Those who knew him well might be invited to a private room, accompanied by their pets, to witness something extraordinary. In this peculiar small town, strange occurrences were not uncommon. The Fosters, for instance, faced a predicament with their troublesome dog, Spot, who had a penchant for soiling beds. To the dismay of the parents and the delight of the children, one day Spot mysteriously disappeared. Mrs. Foster, attempting to console her grieving children, assured them they would see Spot again soon and procured some lovely steaks from the butchers. Rory's interactions with his mother hinted at a shift in his demeanor. She noted a change, suggesting he had transformed. Rory, dismissing her concerns with a laugh, claimed he still loved animals, albeit more when they were lifeless. The enigmatic aura surrounding Rory and his unique approach to his newfound career continued to perplex and intrigue the residents of this peculiar small town. Click a video on screen now. If you enjoy this story, then like this video and subscribe this channel now. Also do comment your story or any suggestions. And don't forget to share.